In today's video, I am going to be breaking down the 5-out offense with just simple screen and rolls that you can run. Now, this is a fantastic video where if you are looking to get some quick, easy baskets, you're going to be able to with these plays. Really quickly, the two books that combine extremely well together is the Complete Guide to the 5-Out Offense, so that you've got a ton of different 5-out offenses that you can run, but also the Complete Guide to the Screen and Roll, so that you understand and your players understand all of the different offensive and different defensive reads that players can make, so that your team can perform better with the Screen and Roll. So definitely go check out those two books, and it gives you a ton of drills too. Okay, so the first and most easiest play is if you just pass to either your left or to your right side and you set the screen for the player that you pass to. This is one of the most easiest plays that you can run in the 5-out. It's generally the most basic play that teams will teach their team first. And depending on how the defense plays you, there's a lot of different options. You can pass to player 1. Player 1 can roll a bit tighter, and player 4 can go out a bit wider so that he can maybe attack the rim. Depending on how the help defense works, player 2 could cut back door. There's a ton of different reads that you can watch on this play, but it's very simple. I've broken this down a million times, so I'm not doing it anymore. Next is the pass and screen away. So instead of screening for the player that you pass to, you set a screen for them and then you roll off. This is extremely deadly depending on how the defense is playing it, because now this gives player 3 two options. He can pass to player 4 in this case, or he can pass to player 1. Player 5 and 2 would also be lifting, so if player 2, if player 1 got that ball, he could score, he can kick it out. There's a lot of different options. Now this is almost like Zoom, but it's not. So basically, we're going to have a pin down screen for player 2. Player 1 is going to start dribbling towards player 2, but he's going to pass player 2 that ball when there's about maybe 10, maybe 8 feet distance between them. And then player 1 is going to set that screen on him after. So it's almost like a dribble handoff, but it's not. You kind of toss the ball. At this time, we're going to have player 5 popping and player 1 rolling to the basket. This gives player 2 the option to pass to player 1. However, I also like to set this up where now instead, we'll start back here. Still have this pin down screen. Player 2 still sprints up. We still have that pass over to player 2. However, now player 5 is going to turn and he is going to set the screen for player 1. So now we have a screen on player 1. Player 2 dribbles up top. Player 1 comes off of that screen because player 5 was screening for player 1, and now we are looking for player 1 with that pass. So this one gives us a little bit of a screen-to-screener option, which can be quite deadly, but this would be used for more advanced older players. In fact, you could also set a screen like this in this play. This is actually quite a deadly play, but I would definitely save this one for the high school age groups. Player 5 is going to set the pin down screen on player 2. Player 2 is going to come up and he's going to set the screen for player 1. After this screen is set, he's not going to roll to the basket. What he's going to do is he is going to then sprint up and set another screen for player 2, because now player 2 is screening for player 1 and now player 5 is screening for player 2. Player 2 is going to slip off of this screen and we're going to be looking for player 2 for the pass and the layup. Remember, player 5 now is screening for player 2. Now, if this is not here, depending on how the defense is playing this, player 5 will then sprint up to the point, and now he may be open for the pass for the 3-point shot. This kind of gives you another option, and I'm going to tell you right now, the first 1 or 2 times you run it, player 2 will be open. After that, you're going to get 2 or 3 options where player 5 is open, just because they sometimes will double team that cutter and they are not worried about a player 5 shooting a 3-point shot. But as soon as he starts hitting these threes, it becomes a different story. So definitely go check out the complete guide to the screen and roll that is down in the description below if you are looking to learn, or at least teach your players, all of the different offensive and different defensive reads that they can make off of a screen and roll. The screen and roll is one of the most deadliest options in an offense that you can run. So definitely go check that out, and make sure to also check out the complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description as well.